Greetings nerdy list aficionados and welcome back to Top 10 Nerd. Batman, Bruce Wayne, a DC Comics staple, a founder of the golden age of comics, and some would argue overused, it depends who you're talking to. Tony Isabella, I see you. With DC 5G we will see yet another Batman, allegedly Luke Fox, cause I guess Duke Thomas didn't make the cut and Batman blood didn't count. Or timeline things. But either way, we're here to look at alternates. Just because you're the original doesn't mean that you are the strongest. No, some people coming from parallel universes may be able to take you out or even down. I'm Sasha and we're looking at the top 10 alternate versions of Batman stronger than Bruce Wayne. Of course you're gonna see a bunch of the Dark Knight's metal, but I've got some curveballs in here for you too. What are they? Well, you'll have to stay tuned to find out. Also, I know some of you are gonna be like, no one can beat the original. Well, we'll see. Number 10. DAWNBREAKER. Starting off with one of the Batmen from the Dark Knight's Metal event, which showed the world the dark multiverse, a multiverse where all the negative occurrences had happened, and lots of them seemed to involve a Batman who had gone rogue, and as a result, destroyed the world. Since DC really wants you to believe Batman can do that, he's powered by sales, he can do anything. DAWNBREAKER comes to us from Earth -32. Here, after the murder of his parents, being left free of all feelings including fear, Bruce comes into possession of a Green Lantern ring, and uses it to kill. He overrides the no-kill safety feature that modern rings have on them. And well, he just goes full villain, using the ring to subdue and become a symbol of terror. Interestingly, the whole what would Batman do with a Green Lantern ring is an old question, and one that has actually been addressed before. This happened in one of the early Batman Elseworlds stories, Batman Darkest Night from 1994. Here, Bruce gets a ring that just becomes a normal Green Lantern and stays a good person. The changes in depiction of Batman in just the span of a few decades are staggering. With a ring and all the constructs he should be able to create, Batman with a ring should be able to take out Bruce Wayne, as long as writers don't go full Ozymandias with him. 35 minutes ago. Number 9. The Midnighter. The Midnighter has now been folded into DC and is just a character in their universe, and he also flirted a lot with Dick Grayson, so that makes the Bruce Wayne comparisons a bit icky. But when Midnighter first debuted, he was a member of the Authority, who were over at Wildstorm Comics. And he was an analog for Batman, a clear stand-in and commentary, but one with whom they could also do their own thing, like have him marry their Superman analog Apollo. The Midnighter is genetically enhanced, with faster speed, reflexes, strength, endurance, and mental capacity. He should by all rights be able to, all things being equal, win in a fight against Bruce Wayne, even though he did lose in a fight to Dick Grayson in Grayson, but Dick had some spy tech there. Number 8. Red Death. This Bruce Wayne comes to us from Earth -52. On this Earth, Bruce was doing his thing, fighting crime, but all of his Robins, they didn't make it. And while it slowly began to drive Bruce mad. So Bruce went full Minority Report and decided he needed to stop crimes before they happened. And what better way to do that than with the Speed Force? So he got Barry and then drove him on the cosmic treadmill with the Batmobile, and thusly he absorbed the Flash's powers. Cosmic Batmobile treadmill. And he became Red Death. With his newfound speed, he begins murdering his rogues gallery. Cause what better way to stop people from committing crimes than by making sure they're dead? A Batman with super speed, the fastest man alive. Regular Batman can't deal with that. Too fast. Or at least he shouldn't be able to, but I know some of you will be like, he has a contingency plan for the Flash, so he should be able to stop him, a Flash version of himself. Number 7. Thomas Wayne. We were first introduced to Thomas as Batman in Flashpoint, that storyline where Barry went back in time to save his mom and succeeded, only to ruin the entire rest of the world. It was about to be destroyed because of a war between the Atlanteans and the Amazons. Also, Bruce died in the alley in that story, so his dad became Batman and his mom became the Joker, because it only takes one bad day, Killing Joke reference. Thomas Wayne has managed to make his way over to the main verse, and many seem to feel that he is more skilled, more dedicated, and just more hardcore than Bruce. He's also supposed to be a darker version, like a warped mirror. I don't know. I miss right after Barry ruined everything by creating the New 52, and he brought Bruce a letter from his own dad, and Bruce read it and had a moment. His letter said how proud his dad was of him. He cried, but let them fight. I don't know, let them hug. Number 6. DC 1,000,000. This story takes place in the 853rd century, which was actually picked because if DC had stayed concurrently publishing, that would be the year that they would hit their 1,000,000th issues. So the Batman here chose the name because of the legacy and the many Batmen who had come before. He is spurred into action after a breakout on the prison planet Pluto. This is instigated by the master criminal ZURR. After his takeover using the laughing virus, he took the guards and their spouses into an arena and killed them in front of their kids. And there was one kid there who knew his narrative doom. duty, to become Batman. So what does this Batman have that Bruce Wayne does not? Well, for one thing, he's telepathic. That's a huge asset. Even though I know Batman has trained to resist telepaths because there are some on the team. But future Batman also has enhanced intelligence and advanced scientific and mechanical aptitude, which just means that he knows more because future tech is different. Still, someone from the future with telepathy and better tech? Look out, Bruce Wayne. Number 5, the Merciless. Batman with the powers of God of War Ares. God Power Batman. He comes to us from Earth -12 and is created because of Wonder Bat. This is why Batman and Wonder Woman can't be together, even though I wish for it so much. See, he goes crazy without his womans. Although, this is just supposed to be wartime camaraderie sadness, which I say, sure Jan. After it appears that Wonder Woman is dead, Batman dons the helmet of Ares to avenge her, and is all, no, it's fine, I'll be able to control it, but of course he couldn't, and he ended up turning into a vengeful and bloody force. Though it turned out, womp womp, that Wonder Woman was alive and he'd snapped for nothing. The tragedy of it all. So, regular Batman versus Ares Batman. No fighting gods is immortal and winning. Stop it. Number 4, the Batman of zur-en-arrh. So there are some who will claim that this is the true Batman. So the Batman of zur-en-arrh was first introduced in the Silver Age, and he was an alien. He appeared in the story Batman, the Superman of Planet X. This was in 1958. However, years later this concept would be reworked by Grant Morrison, where he started to unveil the costume and started making references to it in his storylines. What it was revealed to be was that Batman of zur-en-arrh is another persona of Bruce's, the psychotic version, the result of hypnotic suggestion triggers placed there by Dr. Simon Hurt. This Batman will torture, he will kill, and that makes him far more dangerous than Bruce. It means that this Batman won't hesitate. Isn't this Batman just Bruce Wayne, you say? Yes, but with New 52 and Rebirth in between this presentation, we've seen characters return reworked. Look at Deathwing. So this could happen, and in a battle like this, Batman could conceivably lose, especially after Tom King's run. Number 3, the Batman Who Laughs, from Earth -22. This version has become the most well-known of all the Dark Knight's metal. He is a Jokerized version of Batman, created after Bruce inhaled toxins emitted from the Joker's corpse after he snapped his neck. This Batman is supposed to have all of the Joker's cruelty and creativity and madness, but with Bruce Wayne's methodical preparedness, so like a Super Saiyan Joker basically, and some feel that the Joker's already Super Saiyan. This version would prove so popular he would make his way over into the main verse past the Dark Knight's Metal arc, and was only defeated when Bruce Wayne teamed up with the Joker, which was one of the eventualities he never saw coming. Mileage varies on that. So Bruce couldn't beat him by himself, he had to go get his nemesis to help. The effects of the Batman Who Laughs are still being felt by the DC Universe, what with the whole infected arc and potentially more. Are you still here for the Batman Who Laughs, or are you done? Number 2, Vampire Batman. The Batman Dracula trilogy has become a classic Batman Elseworlds tale that graced the world with one of the most terrifying versions out there. The way he is drawn is just chilling. This version of Batman is of course as skilled as Bruce, with all the assets being a vampire provides, and the detriments. He's got super strength, hypnotism, that general charm plus menace, mostly menace in this case, some transfiguration. Vampire Batman tries to control his bloodlust, to adhere to a code of no killing or feeding, but the Joker forces him to break it after he gets him to drink from him, and Batman kills him because no one wants a vampire Joker. This Batman made a reappearance in The Secrets of Sinister House, and his story there is just my heart. It tugged on it, and you know how ice cold I am. Number 1, BATMITE. Are you triggered? But come on, Batmite is from the 5th dimension. By our standards, he's basically a Q. He can do anything, bend reality to his whim, create a whole new one. Of course he can defeat Bruce Wayne. It just hasn't really come up because he's a super fan. Batmite first debuted in Detective Comics number 267 back in 1959. He's a version of Mr. Mxyzptlk for Batman. I can't say it, so I can't vanquish him. That's Superman's job. He was doing really great over in the Superman comics, so they wanted a version for Batman. Batmite is an annoyance to Batman and tends to send him on zany adventures. Also, he had really punny adventures like Batmite adventures. This character tends to have a pretty polarizing reaction. Some are here for the fun zaniness, while others think it's just awful. What are your thoughts? I'm Sasha, and thanks so much for watching Top 10 Nerd. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell notification so that you never miss a vid. And we'll see you again soon. Bye bye. He is a version of Mr. Mxyzptlk. I hate his name. I hate it. What seems to be the most interesting about Batmite and Batman is how much less annoyed Bruce is by Batmite than how Superman is by Mr. Mxyzptlk. I guess because, you know, the name is so much harder. I'd be more annoyed if I was Clark too. He has enough stuff to deal with without, you know, imps from the 5th dimension.